I ran into a high school friend this week. I was at a fast food establishment getting something for my kids because we was fasting. And I walked up and he was like, Mike Todd. I was like, and I looked at him and I was like, oh snap, I remember you from high school. And he was like, and for some reason he kept saying this. He said, I would have never imagined. I would have never imagined, bro. I would have never imagined you? And then I started to get offended, like, hold on, like, what do you mean? He's like, I would have never imagined. And as I went back to the car, out of all the words he could have used, out of everything he could have said, I just finished speaking a message last week on the anointed imagination. And this man keeps saying, I would have never imagined. And I started to examine those words, Joe. I would have never imagined. And something rose up in me and said, why not? Why wouldn't you have imagined? Imagination is free. Imagination can happen in a current situation that does not look like what it looks like, Ray. Why wouldn't you imagine yourself whole? Why wouldn't you imagine yourself free? Why wouldn't you imagine your family together? Why wouldn't you imagine yourself forgiving them? You won't even imagine. You've imagined yourself being mad at them for the next decade and going to their funeral and sitting there stank-faced. But why wouldn't you imagine the great things that God has for you? And something in me said, I will never not imagine the good that God has for me. I will never not imagine it. See, and many of you right now are sitting here as like, well, if I imagine it and then it doesn't happen, then does that like make God a liar? Help, Pastor Mike. I will. The true manner of what you need to know is this. Write this point down. The obedience to believe is my job, but the outcome is his. I don't have to believe and make it happen. My job is to believe God. If he does it or not, he's sovereign. He has the ability to say, yep, I'm gonna do it. Nope, because I got something better. You won't understand that. You're not ready for that right now. But my job is to believe. Somebody say, my job is to believe. Say it with your chest. My job is to believe. The truth of the matter is, most of you have skipped out on your job. You do not believe God. You will not imagine yourself healthy.